I did nothing to her. Literally, I did nothing but defend her.
Mhm.
And I cared about her and was her friend. And all she does is speak badly about me. So I mean, what choice do I have?
Well, congratulations on season 5. I watched the whole thing. I binged it and it's fantastic. I mean, what are you most looking forward to this season?
Thank you so much. I had a really fun time filming this time around, and I'm just glad to see a little bit more dynamic with the ladies all together. And I think this season includes everyone a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's not so singular focused. And I think it's really fun. I think you see more of my real personality come out, and everyone feels a little bit more empowered in general, which I'm really excited about for all the ladies. So,
yeah, I totally agree with you. It's nice to see everybody's storyline a little bit more and not that it's focused on one person. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. What was the most challenging thing for you this season?
The most challenging thing, I don't know. I mean, I honestly had a lot of fun. I guess just sometimes you don't know what other people are doing or saying, right? And so I think that was for me when I saw the show was like, wow, okay, that's what was happening at that time. And it's, it's just good to get a deeper dimension of what was happening because I didn't know what was being said about me. So when I found that out, I was like, okay.
What surprised you the most about what people were saying?
I mean, what Christine said about me, without a doubt. Yeah, it was honestly heartbreaking and really just very disappointed. And I just, I really cared and care about her as a person. And I just, and I know she knows that. So I was kind of shocked to see how she talked about me, and I couldn't believe it. And then her attitude about that was like, well, you knew and all this. I was like, my goodness, like how is it even possible that you did this? I've been nothing but supportive and defensive, trying to defend you and been your friend and help you in every way I possibly could. But when you hurt people I care about, when you put me in difficult positions, and when you finally talk badly behind my back, then, I mean, what choice do I have? I can't defend you anymore. So I wish you nothing but the best, but it's really sad to see.
Why do you think she did it?
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. It's weird because she seems so focused on me and she talks about me so much. And it's like, wow, something's really bothering you. Are you mad that I'm friends with the other girls or that I'm getting along with people? So you have to somehow try to discount that or, make fun of my broker's license when she asked me advice on how to get it. And she wasn't sure if she would even be able to get it, and she has to put me down. It's just, it says a lot more about her than it does me. So I'm not even upset. I just think it's sad that she had to stoop to that level. But
yeah. Do you think it's almost like jealousy a little bit because
what else could it be? I honestly don't know. And so that's what is so sad, because it's like, I truly care about Christine. And so I'm sitting here trying to defend her actions to people and be, sympathetic and empathetic to her, whatever she's going through, but it's like, she doesn't appreciate it. So, I mean, at some point, I would never hurt anyone, but it's like, I have to just then stay out of it because I don't know what's going on.
Right. Do you think that she wishes she was back in the good graces with everybody? I mean, we kind of see a little bit of an apology and, it seems like it's a little too late for a lot of the women. So you think that she wishes that she didn't burn all these bridges?
Yeah, I mean, you see her trying to ask Emma to go to lunch, and she, Chrishell, I think, blocked her on Instagram, and then Christine commented. She seemed very eager to connect with people, but then it's like, well, then don't do nasty things and say bad things about people. And I did nothing to her. Literally, I did nothing but defend her, and I cared about her and was her friend. And all she does is speak badly about me. So, I mean, what choice do I have? It's like, you're saying I'm a kiss ass. I mean, okay. I just have no words, honestly.
Right. Yeah, it does. It seems like she's jealous that all the ladies like you and want to be friends with you, which is, upsetting.
Yeah. And I actually told her, I said, you could get along with them too. That's your choice.
Did it make you, were you almost not disappointed because you've always been a defender of her and you've always stuck by her side. Did it make you realize why did I do that in a way?
No, I don't regret being compassionate to someone, and we were very close for a while. And you know, I feel for her, you know, and I don't regret my friendship or my loyalty. I'm a loyal person, but it's like, if you're going to throw me under the bus and be extremely disrespectful, I'm not going to accept that from anyone, including Christine. So, you know, and to be fair, I mean, I don't know what the point of that was. It's like all she does is talk about me. It's bizarre. It's honestly bizarre.
Did you think that motherhood would maybe have changed her a little bit?
I think all of us were hoping for that. But, you know, to me, the only thing that really changed is what we, you know, when she got pregnant, we stopped kind of hanging out and we stopped talking as much naturally. And that's not a criticism, but she was nesting and, you know, making a family with Christian, and I totally respected that. But we did drift apart starting at that point, and then it just kind of, you know, things went separate ways, and that's sometimes that happens with friendships, and that's okay. And I wish her nothing but the absolute best, but I'm just jarred of how she spoke about me, especially considering how good of a friend I've been to her.
Right. Have you spoken to her since you had that lunch date together?
Yeah, I have. Yep. And I saw her at the photo shoot, and I think she tries to downplay it, and it's like, well, no, there's actual footage of this. So, I mean, I don't know how you're going to, you know, try to downplay this. Like, what you said is extremely disrespectful, and I don't want to be treated like that. I don't think anyone does. So
where do you stand today?
I mean, again, like, I wish her the best, but we're not close, and I have no idea what's going on with her. And unless she changes her actions, I don't think people are interested in being her friend.
Right. I mean, what was your reaction when you were watching? I'm sure you were privy to what was going on, but when you found out that she paid off one of Emma's, or tried to pay off one of Emma's clients to get the business? That
I actually didn't know about that for a long time. And when I kind of started hearing bits and pieces, I was so confused, and I was like, what is happening? Why is this happening? Do we have all of the information? Because this surely can't be the case. But, you know, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened exactly. It's just very sad and heartbreaking to hear that this is even like out there. And I just am very disappointed. And that's really all I can say. You know, it's very low, and I wish she wouldn't be caught up in something like that. And again, like, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened, but it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good.
No, I mean, she kind of ghosted Mary and Jason when they were, you know, tried to get in touch with her about this. I mean, is she still with the Oppenheim group?
I don't know what the status of that is. You would have to ask Jason, but I'm curious as well. I honestly don't know, because it's wild. The whole thing is wild. So
it is.
Unless there's a very, very good explanation of why this might have been happened, I just don't understand.
Right. So. And what did you make of her kind of going around and saying, you know, she wasn't getting listings because she wasn't effing the boss? You know, obviously talking about Jason and Chrishell.
Once again, that's very disrespectful, you know, and it's, I just don't see the need to be disrespectful. Why would you even mention that? Like, that's their world, you know what I mean? And I just, that's what I mean. Like, and then she says everyone else is icing her out. It's like, well, if someone's disrespectful to you, whoever that might be, why would you want to be friends with them? I mean, I don't think she would either. So, and then she says that, you know, everyone's so mean to her. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, what did you, you know, a lot of the season is about Jason and Chrishell's relationship as well. And we get like an inside look, you know, them kind of coming out and, you know, everybody's reaction. Did you have any idea that this relationship was happening or kind of brewing behind the scenes?
You know, I didn't know for sure, but I will say I did see a little bit of some sort of chemistry connection, which could have been friends. It could be romantic. It could be, they just have a natural, you know, sometimes you meet someone, you just really hit it off with them. So I didn't know what that connection was, but I did see sparks and electricity, and you know, I'm so happy that they gave it a shot. They had the courage to put it out there, and that's how it works. Unless you're willing to risk something, you'll never know. And so I have nothing but support for them, and it's difficult for both, you know, but I am confident they're both fabulous people. They're going to find other people, and, you know, we all support them. So
yeah, no, you know, it was so sad because they definitely seem so in love, and that they really wanted to, you know, make this work. I mean, were you kind of, Were you surprised that Jason didn't want to, have kids, or is this something that, he's talked about for quite some time and didn't want to kind of sway?
Yeah, I feel like, I've known Jason for a long time and Brett too. And I was hesitant, but I thought, hey, people do sometimes change their minds. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they meet the game changer and things happen. So I was really, really hopeful that that was the case. And Jason's extremely honest. He doesn't lie at all. So I think he genuinely in his heart gave it a real try and tried to see if this is maybe the person he wants to be with. And I don't think that was a question, but I think that the family thing was really the part he wasn't sure about. And I think because he wasn't sure, he was willing to explore that, but then he has to be honest to himself as well, right? You can't force somebody. So I think Chrishell understands that. It's just unfortunate, but
yeah. I spoke to him recently and it seems like emotions are still really raw. And he said that, he's very much, he said that he's very much still in love with her and kind of working through this process. And wow. I mean, are you surprised to hear that?
I mean, I'm not surprised that he's in love with her, but I'm surprised that he's still, it sounds like there might be some contemplating happening in his mind. I don't know if it's an option. I don't know how Chrishell feels, but I do know if you have a very strong connection that really nothing can break that, right? So if they're meant to be together, they will find a way back together. So fingers crossed, but maybe not. I don't know, but stranger things have happened, right?
Stranger things have happened. How's Chrishell doing?
I think she's doing really well. I think she's doing great. And we're all, nervous, excited, and all of the above for season 5. So
definitely. No, I know. I mean, what's it like having Mary as a boss too?
Oh, it's great. It's fine. She's happy-go-lucky. I like her. I mean, we have different real estate experience. I consider her a friend, and she's been very supportive and helpful. And so it's been fun.
Yeah. Has there been any awkwardness at the office at all with Jason and Chrishell? Because I know that she says at the end of the season that she might want to take a little bit of a step back because it could be uncomfortable working together.
Yeah, I think they were also doing a lot of socializing at the same time, which I think they've scaled back now a little bit, the two of them. Like they still socialize and they're still friendly and everything, but they don't like hang out every night or do something as a group. So I think it's fine between them. I think they're fine. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything awkward. And again, like Jason's very honest. He's professional and respectful. And of course, Chrishell as well. So I don't think it was anything weird, but I don't know how they feel deep down inside, but...
Right. And then I'm sure everybody's going to want to know what's going on with the $75 million house.
Well, I think we all know it was overpriced. And I think Adnan knew that as well. It's not a secret. It's not something people are telling me. I think he's a fabulous client. We have had great success in the past, which is why he's talking to me. And, I did actually rent the property that he gave me. And so it's unfortunate that you didn't see that. But of course, there's so many things happening that they didn't have space to fill everything in. But he's fabulous. I love him as a client. He's a great guy. He's actually a lot of fun, which I know is hard to imagine, but he's a sweetheart and it's been fun. But yeah, you never know, that other crazy house, the one sold for 60, 70% off. So who knows? So is it still a listing? Is it still on the market and everything like that? No, it was a 3-month pocket listing.
Okay.
So it's not, but technically if someone inquired, I'm sure you would consider.
I'm sure. And then what else are you most looking forward to this season? What is that one maybe fun moment that you can't wait for fans to see?
I really liked all of our fashion. I think all of us stepped it up and, I certainly did as well. And it was a lot of fun. And so we really do feel like we're living in Barbie's dream house, so that's a lot of fun. And I don't know, I had a good time and hopefully the fans are entertained.
Oh, 100%. And then what did you think of a new agent, Chelsea?
So Chelsea and I don't know each other very well. She seems very fun and smart. And I think she's a great addition to the show. However, I do feel like she came in with preconceived opinions without knowing anybody, which I can only trace back to Christine because she talks so much about me that, whether or not Chelsea was influenced, I don't understand why she had such strong opinions about me. And of course I have this long history with Christine and Christine knows very well why I didn't defend her or the broker open. Would you defend someone that was talking shit about you? I don't think so. Yeah. And then she wasn't honest. She said no one called her afterwards. And Maya and I did call her together actually 3 times times after the broker open. So I was disappointed to see Christine mislead Chelsea, and whether that influenced her or not, you know, I feel like she had strong opinions and came out of nowhere, which I was confused about. But I do think she's really fun and smart and professional, and I like her, but you know, we don't know each other super well.
Right. Do you feel like she was trying to be somewhat of a peacemaker this season, or a pot stirrer?
I mean, I think at the tea party, she said, okay, my work is done here. So maybe that was her intention. But I do think it was somewhat instigated by Christine, which is why I was upset with her. You know, really, that's where most of my reaction comes from. And Chelsea had a raw nerve, because she's basically saying, she was saying all these nice things about you. It's like, well, I don't see her see one nice thing about me. So where is that even coming from? And I feel like, you know, it was sort of planned to kind of put me on the spot. Which is why I was so upset and confused. And so I think it's a little bit of both. And I think, you know, it's not a crime for Chelsea to care about Christine, to consider her a friend and believe what she's saying. I totally respect that. And I was in the same position. So I completely relate to Chelsea. But unfortunately, Christine is all over the place. So, yeah.
How's Maya doing?
Maya's doing great. She's great. She's in Miami. She's going to come out soon here, and she's a very close friend. Love her so much.
Yeah, good. I'm glad she's doing good.